just be.
All right, and we live. Welcome back to another episode of Kingdom Cast. This is your host, Dynasty Champ Chuck. We back at it with another episode. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share your social media platforms. We are 14-1. She's able to take care of business against the Texans. Final score 27-19. And
You
it's
called it.
already, huh?
I said you called it.
Yeah, you're right. 27. I got the 27 part right. I said 27-17. That was that close. That close to get the
What
exact score. But
what did what did Ron have for his score? It was kind of close too, right?
yeah, it was kind of similar to what I had. It was pretty close, but we was pretty spot on with this one. Most people said it's arguably the best we looked this season, all across the board. Patrick Mahomes, the quick passing game. I mean, it's been a long time since we've seen a quick passing game like that from 15. He had his fastest release as far as getting rid of football. I think it's been the fastest since 2021, according to Next Gen Stats. So he
Mhm.
had that going. Hollywood, he pacified flying colors on his debut. He got peppered with plenty of targets at 5 catches, about 45 yards. It wasn't bad. Defense came to play. Jaden Hicks and Trent McDuffie, 2 weeks in a row with picks.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, I didn't have many complaints in this one. It's been a long time since I really had a game with like one complaint or maybe two complaints. So let's get to it, man. Got my guys Boogie and Country in the building. So how we feeling about 14-1, fellas?
Um, Probably the best game of the season on both sides. Defense came to play. Um, Offense looked didn't look stagnant for the most part. They moved the ball at will, how they wanted to. The biggest thing that and it's kind of sad. It's kind of I'm happy and sad about it at the same time. Is I seen Hollywood, I seen D Hop, I seen Travis, I seen Noah Gray, Pacheco, Kareem, and then it was like, man, if Rasheed was here, bro, like this is what it's supposed to look like. And that was just it was like humbling. It was like sad. It was like, man, we never got to see the complete thing, but I'm happy to see it. They look like they rounded in the form. Uh, let's see if they can put two good games together in a row. As I normally say, they gonna start playing good towards the end, and now we starting to see it. I think I said on the pregame that this will be the week that we well damn. I looked up Charles is gone. I said this is probably one of those weeks that we finally get to see what you know what I'm saying, like what they supposed to be. So I was happy to see the offense. Though I really this ain't gonna be a long show. I don't have a lot of complaints. They didn't do too many things bad. So Bug, it's on you, bro.
Yeah, what's up, fellas? I thought it was good, man. Like you said, everything you said, I thought Mahomes looked good, no turnovers, spreading the ball around, like you said, 8 different people had a catch, and just
It's
to
crazy.
just to see Hollywood adds a different dimension, it was crazy. We kind of got a glimpse of what every receiver we got can do. Worthy, I love how they using Worthy, man. Like Worthy looked like he taking that step, like he could be 1,000 yard receiver. So he
Shoot, if he
doing what
could
he doing. I
if
know he
he
if he can just get them deep balls, man, we'll be there.
right.
But I mean, he's still getting open. He's still making plays. I like seeing that out of Worthy. He been consistently doing that the last couple of weeks. So I like that they was calling him a bust for a minute. Like you said,
um,
Hollywood was explosive, showing some explosiveness. I think he go still be our best deep threat this year. And then D Hop, man, D Hop made that crazy catch on the sideline. So you seen what D Hop
man,
do
I
for the
called
team
you.
too, man.
I
Like,
called
yeah,
you.
that
I don't
was
call
that
you a lot.
that was crazy, man. Like
I don't call you a lot during the games. I called you on that one. Hey,
that was
boy.
one of the best catches, man. Like to see that,
I
and
text
I
you
think,
too.
yep, for sure. I
Like,
think the thing you didn't say too is that offensive line, man, going against that defense. Joe Tooney, man, was like MVP. Joe Tooney that made just him stabilizing that left tackle position and made the offense. I think that's probably one of the biggest reasons. So
Now, now I know we on different sides of the fence when it comes to this. My thought is, I still want Humphreys to play. I still want Humphreys at left tackle, and I want Joe Tooney to move. I think that's just a temporary fix. It's working. I ain't gonna argue with the results is it's working. So I can't argue with that. So I really ain't got a lot of ground to stand on. I just think that if you put Humphreys out there with Tooney and put them and shoot, Wanye looked good at right tackle this weekend. So got to give him props on that. He looked
yeah.
like he had some time to sit down and rest that knee for a couple weeks, and he looked much better. But I mean, he looked much better at right tackle because that's what he's supposed to be. But uh, yeah, I still think DJ Humphries should be the left tackle if he plays this weekend. I
He
think
didn't
he should be
practice.
the guy.
He didn't practice though,
He didn't
right?
practice today though. No,
So I
they
think
just had a
Humphreys is more
walkthrough.
for the Broncos, man. You let Humphreys play that Broncos game to start. Then we got this bye week. He can be with the team still. I think you do it like that. You
Come
don't.
on.
We don't rush Humphreys back with a hamstring.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. But I mean, I know Nate Taylor said it's a good possibility that DJ could be back for this Christmas Day game against the Steelers. Somebody had went into my mentions before you got on here and was saying, why change it up with Tooney? Like, this is the most protected Patrick Mahomes has been. I'm like, yes, but at the same
Yeah.
time, like
It
Quentin said,
is.
it's a temporary fix. You know, like, can't do it forever. Like, we brought DJ Humphries to take over left tackle for a reason, but this is I want to bring this up, man, because like you guys brought up Wanye and how good he looked at right tackle, and for everyone who doesn't know, Wanye did play right tackle at Oklahoma, so he did his thing over there, and he looked a lot better at right tackle than what he has been at left tackle. I know some of it was due to like injury, like it looked like he was just playing on one leg out there, but I mean, just overall, he looks better at right tackle. So it kind of leads me to like do you try to force Jawan to take a pay cut after the season if he want to stay here, or does he have to bounce? Like I don't know.
We got to
Uh,
keep him for one more year, man.
yeah. Wanye is supposed to be a swing tackle. Let's focus on that before you start
Yeah,
Damn.
taking pay cuts and
I
stuff.
asked
just a
D Mac that.
hypothetical.
To me and D Mac like to go back and forth about this Jawan Taylor, man. So
Yeah.
that's funny you said that. I asked him how did Wanye do to him? Because I'm already on that. Respectfully. Jawan Taylor, I know y'all say he's playing better and all that. Cool. For his price tag, y'all know how I feel. But that's already out there. So I'm with you on that. If Wanye, I still don't want Wanye to be my starter.
Yeah, it could be a cost effective move. You know, like I don't know what Jawan's injury status is. Like if he's back, then cool. Like I
He
ain't
was
gonna say.
limited.
He practiced today.
Oh, okay. So he'll probably be there for the Christmas Day game then. So I'm just saying. I mean, this could be something that might be cost effective. You know what I'm saying? And we could attack some other areas of the roster. But let's not get back on track with this
It,
Houston
no,
game.
I mean, it's an
Yeah.
interesting conversation. It depends on if it comes down to keeping Trey Smith or keeping Nick Bolton, and you need the bread. I mean, it's not out of the realm of
We
conversation.
we can't cut Jawan this year at all.
But yeah, his price tag is 20, 30, something like that.
Yeah,
It's high.
after this, it dropped a lot. So we could do it after this year, but we got him at least one more year, so
Yeah,
it ain't no
I'm not
problem.
advocating cutting him. I'm just saying that if it came down to keeping Trey Smith, keeping Nick Bolton, how you gonna play that out? All
Shit.
right, so uh 2 sacks. How many interceptions do we have? Two?
Yeah, we just had two.
Yep.
So yeah, Jaden Hicks and Trent McDuffie back to back weeks with interceptions. Now I said a while ago, like as soon as Trent got that first one, they're gonna start piling up. It looked like they starting to pile up big. I mean, it took Trent 47 games to finally get one.
Crazy.
Now 2 games in a row. You know they don't. You know
Crazy.
got to pick. And then Jaden Hicks, he's starting to prove to everybody like he was the best safety in this class. Like plenty of people said Jaden Hicks was the best safety in this class, and
Mhm.
like limited snaps, he's making an impact on the team. And
Yeah.
like, you know what was interesting about that first interception? We look at the all 22, or you just like look at that replay during the broadcast. They showed Jaden Hicks, and I believe it was Justin Reed. I want to say Justin Reed was on the other side. I can't remember, but they had alternated. They had switched sides at the very last minute. You know what I'm saying? They did like a little cross. You know what I'm saying? They crossed together like that. And and what I didn't get from the Texas side of things is both receivers ran the same exact route. They both ran a 15-yard post in, and like they was about to run to each other. Like Nico and Tate, they was literally about to run to each other. So I didn't get the route concept. So they made it real easy for Jaden to get that pick.
Man, my camera. Yeah, Texans. A lot of things that Ron was saying about the Texans showed up Sunday with the offensive line play, with the wide receivers, and even with C.J. Stroud. He was like a little inaccurate at first, and then he was dotting them up on that second drive. That second drive, I was like, okay, we in for another long day because he was dotting us up. And Tank Dell was dotting us up. Hey, man,
Yeah.
prayers out to Tank Dell, man. You don't want to see that as an opponent, or you don't want to see that, period. But shout out to him and praise that he get better. He went to KU. That's a good hospital, so they'll take care of him. Is he still in KU?
I don't know. I haven't seen like a latest update on that, but
Yeah, he put that ACL and this.
yeah,
I think that's when the momentum it was over when that happened, man. CJ wasn't the same at the tank.
Yeah, it took him out of the game.
Emotionally or physically, he just didn't look the same, man.
Yeah, it
yeah,
took him
like
out of the game.
And
yeah,
then you see they missed the extra point right after too. It kind of
Right
just was
after
like
that, yeah,
that was the turning point. And if would that show
yeah,
still come off?
yeah, like CJ said himself, like it was tough to get back into it. You know what I'm saying? Like he mentioned how, Tank's his best friend on the team, basically. You know what I'm saying? Them two been pretty close. And Tank has gone through a lot this year in general
Man.
because he
man,
was trying to rehab from another serious injury he had from last season when he got
yeah.
hurt.
And then
And
Ron said he got shot too.
yeah, he got shot when he
Crazy.
went back home to Miami. He got caught up in the crossfire, got shot, and he had to rehab from that just to even get to this point. And looked like Tank was starting to get back to where he was last year before he got hurt, and then this serious injury happens. These serious injuries happen. It just
Man,
sucks.
you remember that game where Keenan Allen was kicking our ass in the first half? He was like, boy, he
Hmm.
was doing us. And then he
Yeah,
tore his ACL at the end of the second quarter or something like that. It was like the same feel, like because Tank was getting off. That's probably one of his better games of the season. He was getting off, and that was a hell of a throw catch. That was a hell of a touchdown, to be honest with you. And for him to hold on to the ball, because man, if you look at that replay, your kneecap ain't supposed to be that far over, bro. I know Pat Mahomes dislocated his kneecap, but it didn't look like that, dog. It didn't look like
yeah,
that,
that knee
bro.
was shredded. It was shredded.
Man, it was hanging off like this. It was like, oh, because I was watching somebody was doing like a reaction video, and for some reason he kept playing it. He was like, oh, look, and he kept going back. I was like, bro. And then he was like, yo, is that his knee? And I was like, oh, like y'all gotta chill on them on them replays, bro. But it was one of them reaction videos, Juju, whoever, one of them dudes that don't like us. I like watching them reaction videos because they be hilarious because they be so mad that we won it. But nah, shout out to Tank Dell, man. That was he was kicking our ass for a while. So
And then this was pisses me off because this injury, part of the reason that injury happens is because of Roger Goodell's greed. Like, there's no way in hell the sport of football should be having 3 games in 10 days, bro. I don't care who it is, bro. Football is not supposed to be played 3 times in 10 days. Like that's ridiculous. You
yeah,
know
it's
what I'm
not
saying?
basketball.
like you hurting the product by doing this, bro. Like you took away a good player got hurt as a result of this, bro. Like that's just the tough part. That's the really tough part about it, man. And
Only
I
blowback on
just
that, Chuck, though. Only blowback on that from me, bro, is that could have happened anytime. That could have happened on the first play of the season. Like that could have happened. It was just an accident, bro. It just sometimes that happens. I
yeah,
feel what you're saying, though. I agree with what you're saying, but at the same time, that particular excuse me, that particular play, it looked like that could have happened at any time. But I do agree with what you're saying. So continue your point. I'm sorry.
yeah. My thing is this, bro. Like, who knows, man? I hope no serious injuries. Knock on wood. I hope no serious injuries happen in this Christmas Day slate because you got these guys out here taxing their bodies like this, bro.
You see, Chris Jones got hurt, man. That shit, that hurt, man.
Yeah, we might
Yeah.
not even have him on Wednesday.
Yeah, I seen the
I,
Twitter doctor talking about 2 to 3 weeks, man. So I guess we'll see.
I would
He
sit
didn't
him.
he
I
didn't
wouldn't.
practice.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I wouldn't play Chris this week.
He
I
got
thought it
them
was a
incentives in
cramp.
that contract though, right? Are any of them reachable? He might need to play.
Yeah, but do you want to risk that though?
Who, us or him?
Either way,
Yeah, if you him, if them incentives close, he probably gonna try to hit
he
him.
get incentives for. He probably get incentives for the AFC Championship. Probably get incentives for the Super Bowl. Stat wise, I don't think he's gonna reach none of his incentives.
Yeah, because I remember he had a whole bunch. So I wonder if
Yeah,
how
he had a
close
whole
he
bunch.
is.
Yeah,
So he'll
but
get the
Chris is
Super Bowl bonus. He'll get the AFC Championship bonus. He can get those bonuses. So yeah, I would save him for. Bro, if they win this game, they get the 1 seed. They can take up to what 24 days off, ain't it? Ain't it like 24 days?
pretty much, if you beat Pittsburgh. My thing is this. I think if Chris can't go on Wednesday, I think he's probably gonna think this long term. Um, and like, just think of the long term, the goal of, just being the first to three-peat, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, I think Chris is taking precautions for sure as far as like whether he can play or not. Because really, I thought it was just like a cramp. I mean, just by the way him and Travis was interacting after he got up and stuff, but it could be a little bit
Yeah,
more.
because he didn't seem too upset about it. Like he was just like, yeah, it hurt right here, and it looked like he was just having a regular conversation. So I didn't think he was too hurt. But Boogie, I mean, that's a valid question though. Do you risk it or do you? I mean, what
Just for
would
the
you do?
last game. Because
Just
I
for the
don't think,
last?
like you said, he didn't practice this week. I'd be shocked if he played this week.
Yeah. Oh no, I don't, he's not playing against Denver. If they
Yeah.
win Wednesday, he's not playing against Denver. I could knock off Paul, Pat, Chris. Who else was you? Travis,
Kelsey.
D Hop, maybe.
Oh yeah, D Hop definitely sitting. Come on now, that's a multiple time first team All Pro. He definitely
But
sitting.
see, he got that in his contract too, but that ain't
Yeah,
that's
he got that
for the
60%.
team. But that's for the team, though. That ain't for his pay, I
Right.
don't believe, right?
Well, that's for Tennessee, actually,
Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
and we
It
don't
ain't it
care
ain't
about
for his pay, so
that.
he don't, yeah. So he
I
probably
don't.
will get benched.
Hollywood need to play.
Hollywood need to play. Humphreys
Yeah,
need to
just
play
for the
Denver
reps.
game.
Just for the reps. Like
Nelson
he.
need to play.
Yep.
Yeah,
They
like
playing if they lose.
if
Yeah.
they lose on Wednesday,
We
yeah,
got
of course
we
you got to
gotta
play the
take
week
care
18.
we gotta take care of business first, man. Take
Right,
care of
Yeah.
Pittsburgh.
right.
Gotta
Um,
be Pittsburgh. And Pickens is gonna be playing this week because, of course. Hold on,
yeah,
right
but
quick.
we kind of jumping around. You know what I'm saying? Let's get back on track to the Houston win. But before we get back to it, Chris Jones, man, like the stats may not show it for this season, but Chris is still producing like the best left tackle in football, or at least one of the best, because like he's first in multiple categories. He's first in pressures, pressure nation, your words book.
Destination.
First in hurries among players, first in pass rush win rate among defensive tackles. So like the
How many
dude
sacks
still
he
be
got on the
making.
year, Chuck?
You said what?
How many sacks he got on the year?
want to say he got a 5.5, if I'm not mistaken. I have to double check on that, but it is low number. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, man, Chris is better to take on double teams and triple teams every week just to open it up for other people to produce. So it is what it is, man. Like you got to look beyond the stat sheet with him. You got to actually watch the film and watch his impact every week because the dude be pushing guards and sometimes tackles back like it's no issue. So yeah, he got 5 sacks on the year and one forced fumble, 19 solo tackles. But
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
like I said, the stats don't tell the entire story.
I mean, for
Um,
a defensive tackle, we ain't supposed to be getting 9 and 10 sacks. You know that, right?
yeah, I mean, it's tough to do that year in and year out, just
Yeah,
for that
yeah,
position specifically. So,
yeah.
all right,
He
so
might be in
yeah,
the consideration for defensive player, but we don't get them type of awards, bro. We don't get awards.
yeah, he
All we get
should be
is Super
considered.
Bowl.
He should be considered, but the voters they don't look at they pay attention to the box score more than
They gonna give it to
what's on
Stephen
the
Yeah, I
field.
Gilmore again.
yeah, I ain't gonna lie. You definitely got to have like 10 sacks to big defensive player of the year. I can't give it to nobody without 10 sacks. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, I mean that's just what it is, bro.
Yeah, I can't. And I love Chris Jones, but not this year.
Yeah, they ain't gonna get it.
But anyhow, man, let's go ahead and talk about Hollywood, man. I mean, what's y'all review of him? How did he do to y'all?
I, bro, it looked like it. There's no way you can look at Hollywood and not think about the whole year. Like, damn, man, we would. I think we would still be 14-1, which is crazy. But man, it would have been. It wouldn't have been all this stuff that it's been, bro. It wouldn't have been the heartache and the headache of dealing with fans and how they expectations. If Hollywood would have been here all year, it clearly he damn near got 100 yards in his first game. Pat just like messed up on some throw. You can tell there's some timing that need to be there, but he damn near got 100 yards.
Yeah, or he could have got 100 yards. Yeah,
Yeah, it man, the way they using him and the way they immediately start using Xavier Worthy, like them two working off each other, and then Travis and no, like bro, like we wouldn't be having them conversations about damn we can't put up 30 points. It
yeah.
would
It
have
was
been
just like
plenty 30 point games. You know what I'm saying? Like
it
just
was.
they wouldn't have had this stagnant offense. So it was amazing, man. I'm ready to see more. I was a Mooney fan, but I see why they got I see why DG and DMAC and them guys was all high on Hollywood Brown. I mean, I see it now what they were seeing before he got there though. So I'm
Yeah,
impressed. I want to see more.
it was just like how I imagined a training camp because we've all went to training camp. We all saw how Patrick was trying to incorporate Hollywood from day one, get him involved, and it looked like he was going to be peppered with plenty of targets this year, and get involved quite often. Like between him, Rasheed, and Travis, he was definitely going to get involved in the offense quite a bit. And you saw it on Saturday. 5 catches, 45 yards. I mean, that's a decent debut for the amount of snaps he played. So I mean,
And,
I ain't
and
had no
he had about
complaints.
9 targets though, didn't
Yeah, yeah, 8 targets. And what Hollywood did, like his presence in general, like it helped the quick passing game, bro. Like it's been a long time since we seen a quick passing game like that from Patrick Mahomes and the rest of this Chiefs offense. Like it was efficient. It was
Cause
very
like
efficient.
Mahomes said, he could beat that man by himself. And remember,
he?
even when the offseason first started, Hollywood was the first receiver to go with Mahomes and was practicing with him. So we
Yeah.
all just knew he was gonna have a big year.
Yeah.
Hollywood never really been in that offense besides with Kyler Murray, and we know he not like Mahomes. So he never got to really be with no quarterback in that type of passing system, like even with Lamar. So we knew he was gonna be better with the Chiefs. I just hate he got hurt on that first play, like you said. It kind of just make you think how we could have been. We definitely should have been an explosive offense, but yeah, I think he go continue to get better, man. He go like I said, I keep thinking Hollywood is gonna be our deep threat. I think we're gonna see something maybe this week. Hollywood deep. We didn't really get to see that as much, but for the routes he was running for week one, you got to be impressed with it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, for the
That was
most
my
part, yeah.
drawback. That was my
Not every
apprehension with
year.
Hollywood. Not
Not
every
every year,
year,
but
but he's been hurt a couple times. Um, nah, man, he looked good though. I can't front at all. He looked real good. And then, man, we threw a slant to Worthy. I'm like, where's that been at all year? Why y'all ain't been using that? Because that's a quick, easy 8 first down. You know what I'm saying? Worthy, hey, bro. I know a lot of people were upset with Worthy a couple weeks ago. Y'all need to be eating some major crow with hot sauce on it because Worthy kicking y'all ass every week. He proving the doubters wrong. He gets better every week. The boy's strong. He won me over because I was like, man, he too small, DG. He too small, dog. I know he fast, but man, shoot, he done shut me up multiple weeks. The boy ain't Worthy be playing, boy. He should have had like 2 touchdowns for real. So
and he
and
still ain't even gave us the deep play yet.
and still ain't
I
gave us the
think
deep play yet. Uh,
I mean, yeah. I mean, we got a deep play from him against the Chargers way early in the season. But other than that, yeah,
man, that
it didn't
was
really happen like
years
that.
ago.
Is
yeah,
that years ago?
That feel like
But
that was years.
it do.
but dog, I wish Patrick would have saw him on that little in and out he did against somebody. I don't know who was over there trying to guard Xavier, but Xavier had
Oh
his
yeah.
ankles touching the earth.
Yeah, yeah. DG was talking about it in the spaces this morning. Nah, he getting there, bro. He looking like Rasheed was looking. All of a sudden, Rasheed was just busting. He was just kicking ass every week. And it was like, damn, okay, man. Looking at them yesterday, boy. I mean, not yesterday, but a couple of days ago, it really made you be like, damn, man, I miss Rasheed Rice, bro, because we would be unstoppable if Rasheed Rice was out there. With them two, man,
I see some people talk about Jordan Addison and JSN. I'm like, Rasheed Rice would have been in that conversation too, as far as like best receiver in
Rasheed
that
Rice
draft
was kicking
class.
everybody's ass. What did Rasheed
Bro,
Oh
Rice?
yeah.
Rasheed
He
would have
was
been in
on
the
pace for
top
like
five.
1,200.
Rasheed would have been top 5 in yards this year at wide receiver.
Man, you crazy? Okay, so here's the question, and this might be a dumb question, but you don't cuss me out. Would you risk the sacrifice? Would you take the sacrifice of Rasheed Rice just so you can have D Hop? Because if Rasheed doesn't get hurt, D Hop's not here. We all agree right there.
Yeah.
So would you
Yeah, I
would you
agree.
would you would you risk that sacrifice of Rasheed Rice for D Hop?
And then it just would have been Rasheed all year with that could have probably worked too. But I like D Hop. I like what we got with D Hop.
Yeah, it's hard to go back on D Hop right now after we just seen him. Cause hey, I told Chuck you was off. I called Boogie when D Hop made that sideline catch. Like, boy,
That was crazy, man.
hey,
Like that
this is what you've been asking for
man.
years. every time D Hop do something, I be wanting to call Boogie like, this is what you was talking about, huh?
That's what I was saying earlier, man. Every receiver showed a little bit of something, and all of them can have a breakout game too. That's why I like it now. Because
Man, we
D Hop can have 100 yards maybe one game. Worthy could get a one big catch and end up having 100 yards, and Hollywood could. Kelsey still can. Juju still cool on third down. Like, man, it's time to start scoring now, man. Running
I,
game, we get
All
that
right, so
together, but segue.
all right, so
I, I
because
I think the only thing I'm sorry, Chuck. The only thing that I miss about D Hop and Travis, they don't have no more yak skills. I think the yak is gone. Like Travis, I don't know. Maybe Travis can still run. He just holding it back for the playoffs. But I don't know. It feel like D Hop just want to lay down sometimes, just catch the ball, lay down. Already got the first down. I'm good. So maybe that's something that he's holding back for the playoffs. Because I know in the playoffs, it's winner go home. So I'm gonna stress those plays. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just gonna lay down and just take the first down. You know what I'm saying? So do y'all feel like it'll change, or y'all feel like that's where they at right now?
It's gonna change, and like D Hop, he's been in the league for 12 years, so he at times he preserves himself. Like, okay, I got the first down. I ain't trying to. I don't need to do too much. Just keep the chains moving. But let me tell you something. When he made that sideline catch, kept his tippy toes in, it reminded me of this. Michael Jackson Thriller. Michael Jackson Thriller. That's what I saw right then and
yeah.
I text Boogie. I said, bro, that sideline catch was crazy, man.
It was
there.
amazing, man.
Insane.
Hey, Boogie, I will give you this though. That double spin move, that was
That was
nasty work.
crazy. That was
That was
Yeah,
nasty.
D Hop, respectfully, yeah, that was you can't even do that on Madden like that, man. I said, come on, D Hop. That's an OG move right there, double
He
spin, man.
spun and he was like, "Oh shit, I still got another yard. Let me
Hit circle again, man.
Yep.
That's
Yep.
crazy, man. Hitting circle again is crazy, D Hop. Come on, man.
That's something the kid pull on you when you playing the kid. You like,
Man.
I can get away with that, boy. Nobody do that. He did it. That spin move was nasty. Go ahead, Chuck. I'm sorry, man. I just
Nah,
had to get that spin move out there, boy. We had to talk about that one.
so now you good, but yeah, I mean that's one of the reasons why we brought D Hop here, man, just to make some difficult catches, because he's pretty much one of one when it comes to that. I mean, there's probably other receivers in the past, like I'll say Larry Fitzgerald, they could probably make some plays like that, but man, D Hop is just one of a kind when it comes to making them difficult catches like that, man.
Man, the man,
It's
and he
crazy.
catch everything, boy.
Hmm.
It feel like he catched everything, bro.
Now I want to
What's up,
rewind it.
Harold?
What's up with it? What's up with it, Harold? Now I want to rewind back. Let's rewind it. Let's rewind back for a second. I want to talk about the very first drive of the game with Patrick Mahomes. And what's crazy is that I woke up that morning of the game and was like, something tells me Patrick about to try to prove a point early in the game and just take off and run a few times. And just to let people know, his ankle is straight. And he did just that. And on top of that, bro, Tim Settle, man. Tim Settle touched the earth when he scored that touchdown. The man that was talking all that noise, that yik yak during the week. And then before he walked into the tunnel, he's like, I kept my promise. I said what I said. And I'm like, all right, buddy. All right. And what do you know? Broken promises, as Creed Humphrey was said.
Hey, dog. Hey, dog. When you got a press conference talking crazy, and then the next picture is you was on all fours looking at the play, you gotta you just gotta take that one on the chin, dog. He got you, bro. It's like, and Bobby's so petty. I love Bobby Stroke. Bobby's so petty. He went right to that picture. This the
He said, you
dude?
can't tell me nothing now.
You can't tell me nothing now. Broken promises, man. You knew they was gonna come. You knew they was gonna come after that one, bro. You knew they was gonna. It wasn't gonna be, man. Yeah, Pat had to settle up. He's
Yeah,
stupid.
that was a big boy hit, man. Pat tough, man. He don't get enough credit for his toughness.
Yeah, he
Man,
extremely tough. That boy Gumby. That boy Gumby out there, man.
Man.
man. And he saved it. He don't say that. He saved them for moments. Them when Pat run, it be a moment. He don't just run on the. It ain't gonna be like middle of the season, 8 week, we 7-1. He just running for. No, it'd be moments, bro. And that was a moment. That 15-yarder was a moment. That touchdown, it set the tone, and they kept scoring. So they could have put up 30. Shout out to Kareem for being unselfish.
Oh yeah,
I
for
don't
sure.
know, Kareem. I might have scored that one, Kareem. I ain't gonna even lie to you, dog. I ain't gonna even front with you, Kareem. I might would have scored that one, bro. It was
Kareem
too
doing what he's
close.
supposed to do. He know
He
what to
know what
do,
he's
man.
supposed to do.
He trying to get this ring, man. He happy to be there.
Okay, so we got to discuss this.
Here we go.
Pacheco and Kareem. I think currently, right now, what's the day? December 23rd. Kareem might be the better overall running back right now. Pacheco is Pacheco, and he still got the burst. Pacheco still got the speed. He can let off a big one, pause. But I think Kareem is the better running back right now. Is that crazy? Am I tripping?
No, I don't think you tripping. And like Pop just get back, but I told people all along. I said Kareem, even though he's older, he's not like as explosive like how he was in his early 20s.
At all?
He's got the better vision. Like he's still got the better vision. You know what I'm saying? And I trust him more on short yardage situations than Pop. Because for the life of me, I remember this 4th and 1 play. Like I just do not
Oh man,
understand
Against
why we keep
Cleveland?
running
back to
shotgun. We keep
no
running out
back
of
to back,
shotgun.
back to back plays too, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
back to back plays
that was
running out of
nasty.
shotgun.
That was.
Like
What do
damn,
you
put a
think, buddy?
fullback in front of him, bro.
That-
I think Kareem right now, like you said, is the better back, but I still like us using Pacheco. I still like us using Piron. Like I think
Me
it's cool
too.
that we're using all three of them. We don't have to have. We don't got Jonathan Taylor or nothing. Like
That's the guy that's
Yeah,
being slept on.
that's a good point right there.
That's
like
the guy
Because
that's being
Pop can
slept
change
on.
the
straight
pace of
up
the
pop
game.
can
Yeah,
change. Yeah,
Oh yeah,
and
yeah.
and Piron too. Like I said, all of them, all our running backs is contributing. We don't need just one to do something. All of them is doing something. All of them contributing. All of them making big plays. We're good like that. We better when it's more balanced in the running back.
bro. I want to
Are
To
talk
we
about
me,
ever?
Samaje real quick. Can we talk about
Are we?
Samaje real quick?
Hold on, Chuck,
yep.
and then you can get right to it.
Hold on, wait a minute,
Are we ever gonna see all three of them on the field at the same time?
Maybe. I mean, we got the formations for that. But my thing is this: every time Samaje touches the ball, great things happen, bro. And
Man,
like D Mac been saying it, I've been saying it along with him. Like Samaje has done enough little things on his team to get some touches. And like on 2 of the plays, when he caught the ball out the backfield, it was big yardage. Kept the drive going.
hey, that one
Yeah.
where dude fell, he kind of like paused, like, "Oh, you about to fall? Oh,
Yeah.
whoop. I'm a dip right here."
hmm
Like, nah,
I'm cool with
P
this.
Ron earning. They calling him the young Jet McKinnon. He the new Jet McKinnon right now.
Yeah, I like when we pass the ball to Piron. I'm cool with it. Not that he
Hmm.
can't run, but I'm cool with Kareem and Pacheco being the primary I said ball handlers,
Yep.
carrying the ball, man. Like I like what they doing.
I ain't seen
But
Carson Steele in like 3 weeks.
uh,
I mean, we could really keep it that way. So just
yeah,
play
I mean,
I
fullback.
like them.
Just
I
play
like
yeah,
them
fullback.
we
on
good.
4th and 1, 3rd and 1. I wasn't mad at them on the short yardage, but
Give it to Kareem.
yeah, yeah,
That's me. Just give it to Kareem, man. We ain't
he can
gotta
do it.
we ain't gotta outthink ourselves. Like you said, Chuck, even Pacheco on those short yardage, give it to Kareem on them short yardage, man. We ain't gotta
But
outthink ourselves, man.
even with Pacheco back, it looked like Kareem got a little bit more. Like he'll never be 2018 Kareem anymore. But it looked like he got a little bit more of his step back because he was getting. We was running the hell out of him a couple weeks ago. It looked
Yeah,
like he didn't kind of got a little bit of it back though. Like he didn't healed up a little bit because at the end of that game, he looked like the old Kareem that used to finish off games. Like,
yeah.
you know what I'm
The
saying? That
second half, definitely.
yeah, yeah. He looked like the old Kareem used to be the closer. Like if y'all was around in 2017, 2018, he normally would score on that. Remember the Charger game? Like his first game, he had that breakaway. He housed that one. It wasn't no slide down. So he definitely got mature and know the game. But nah, Kareem looked like a closer Saturday. I can't believe we just played the other day, bro. It's just like crazy. And about to play again in
Hey,
two
and that's
days.
all we need him to be, Chuck, because I know you like us running the ball. But when you got all these weapons, baby, we throwing the ball 30, 40 times a game. This how we gonna win this Super Bowl, baby.
It is what
Let's
it is.
ride this Ferrari, baby. Let's
It
ride
is
it
what
out,
it is.
man. Ride the Ferrari, baby.
All right, look. I didn't have many complaints yesterday because the pass run ratio, yeah, it was a lot of passing still. But when you got the quick passing game going and you moving the chains, you being efficient, I'm not gonna really complain about that. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, the offensive line's holding up. You're getting the ball out your hands quick. Receivers making plays, running backs making plays. I didn't have an issue with the game plan I saw the other day.
I will
So
tell you what, Kansas City 2-minute drills in the fourth quarter, they the best. It ain't
Why,
no team better than them at the end of the half when it's like 2-3 minutes left. They gonna get a score. It might be a field goal, it might be a touchdown, but they gonna move the ball. They can't be stopped in the 2-minute drill.
that's
And
why I
even
wonder
with
why
they
we don't
struggle,
push the. I wonder why we don't push the tempo and speed it up a little bit more during the games more.
bro, they can't stop it when we do that, bro.
Yeah,
I ain't seen
they just
nobody
save it.
stop it.
They just save it before the halves. I mean, it's
And
weird, but
we ain't playing no punk ass schedule, bro. Like we done played some defenses, bro. We not playing no jumps.
nah, not at all. We done
And
definitely play some comp this year.
they thought Houston was gonna run crazy with Will Anderson and
Danielle Hunter.
yeah, and
They
they
didn't
didn't
really
get
get off
off
like
like
that.
that.
They didn't get off like that.
Joe Tooney, man.
Joe Tooney.
So Wanye Morris, when he had to come in, when he had to step in for
Hey,
Jawan Taylor.
did you know Jawan Taylor went out?
I really didn't, honestly.
I,
I didn't know what
bro,
happened.
I didn't know until I seen Wanye run into the huddle. I'm like, 64. Am I tripping? Like, why is he out there? I
Yeah,
think I
it was
tweeted it like,
mysterious, bro.
is
It
that
was very
Wanye?
mysterious.
I thought he was like a six blocker or something. But nah, he was out there playing, bro. And like I said, you didn't notice. So Trey Smith got to chill out with it. Trey Smith then picked up, and I
No,
don't know,
hold on,
one of
no,
them
hold on, hold
holding
on, hold on,
calls
hold
kind
on.
of booty, though.
No, no, wait. That holding penalty was some bull right there. I'm
He-
sorry, that holding penalty was
yeah.
some bull, man. On that screen to Pacheco, he all he did was just swipe down and the defensive lineman fell, bro, and they called a hold. I'm like, how is that a hold, bro?
That's the hold thing. That was the hold on that touchdown that they threw to the tight
Man,
end.
Oh
because
yeah,
George
Karlaftis.
Kalafdis got
Yeah,
held.
Karlaftis got held like a mug, dog.
His
What's the
arm was
difference?
up like this. And Dalton Schultz. Dalton Schultz was pissing me off because why was he so wide open? He
Cause
Bro.
was
he a tight end.
Yeah, he a tight end, bro. It's
That's
always a
all it
tight
takes.
end, bro.
and man, he was pissing me off with them 3rd and 16. I'm like, bro, why ain't nobody looking at him or nothing?
Bro,
Like, y'all just
thank God David Njoku didn't play for Cleveland.
Man.
Because he probably would have torched
man,
us.
he definitely would have had 100 yards.
Hey, Steelers got a good tight end though. He'll get a touchdown this week.
Yeah, Shep,
Carl
man.
That
Chesters,
That
yeah,
that
he
too,
was
nah,
Chris.
tripping, bro.
That too,
he was
man.
terrible. He trash,
He
bro.
was terrible on both
Cause
sides. He
yeah,
wasn't just
exactly.
benefiting us. It was
Cause I ain't
both
gonna hold
sides.
you,
It was
bro.
bad.
I ain't gonna hold you. That was not a hold on Darius Stanley. Like when Darius Stanley was lined up against D Hop, I didn't think that was a hold. I think they could have let that one go. And then they called an OPI on Tank Dell. I didn't think that was OPI. I mean, I don't know what they
Didn't
saw
Josh
right
get
there.
caught for something that wasn't kind of?
Yeah, I think he did too. Like, I think they might have called a hold on him, and that was questionable. Like,
Yeah.
it was trash.
You know when
Both
the
sides.
announcer's looking like, yeah, I didn't see nothing on. I ain't even see nothing on that one, but it'd be like that sometime, man.
What else, Scratch?
Yeah, we talked
Yeah,
about it,
bro.
Harold. They actually playing their positions, so it kind of looked better when they actually playing where they should be playing instead of playing out of position. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
it's
and I
definitely
gotta give Jay Reed some credit, man. Like, I didn't have really no complaints with Jay Reed. He played well.
He did have a good game. He did.
he was actually playing where he should be playing. What a notion. Like, oh, they actually look better when they play where they're supposed to play. That's crazy.
hmm Now, I want to talk about the third quarter because third quarter we got a touchdown. We got some points in the third quarter. I think that to me, that's a good sign moving forward heading to the playoffs because we've been struggling in the third quarter all season long as far as putting up points. But just to at least get a touchdown in the third quarter, I think it's going to help out in the long run as long as these guys stay healthy on the offense side of the football.
Yeah.
Okay,
Uh,
so go ahead, Book. I'm sorry.
no, I was agreeing with Chuck.
Uh, so we playing good right now, and if we beat Steelers, we're gonna have that bye week, or we gonna have that rest. Are you comfortable with 24 days of rest? Is that too much time, or is this team too focused to to show up rusty.
24 days is a long time. If it's really
24 days is
24,
a long time.
I honestly don't know if we beat the Steelers. Honestly, I think we most likely gonna have to play
what?
Week 18.
You got the Steelers winning?
I might,
What?
but we'll get into that game. I might.
Yeah, he a Bengal fan. He want the Bengals to be.
Hey, listen. I think a part of me saying that the Bengals gonna make it because if they do play us in the playoffs, I just want to make it to where they'll get let down again. Like get them on that high again, just so they can get disappointed again. I think that's
Bengals
part of it.
Bengals should be trying to lose. You need to get better. You need a better draft pick. You need to improve. Ain't no use of you going to the playoffs to get knocked out in the first round. Ain't no
Yeah,
use. Why?
I'm I'm not sold on Bengals is if they get in the playoffs is the best. I'm not sold. Not with that defense. I got
I
to see
mean,
that
Not with
defense do
that
something better than
defense.
that, man.
look,
Not with
I'm
that
not saying they're gonna make a
defense.
run. I'm not saying they're gonna make a run at all. We know that. But I just have a hard time believing that Joe Burrow is not going to be a part of the show when it's all said and done. I really think Week 17 going to get weird this week, fellas. I think it's going to be
Mm.
really weird.
Long as there ain't no injuries, I don't care.
As long as we win.
Long as we win, the W's and L's. That's all that matter to me. But no,
I
I
want to see
think
Carson Wentz.
yeah, he deserves a
Yeah.
game. Man, they played Russell Wilson before. I mean, Steelers ain't been looking like they've been looking for the last couple of weeks now.
They banged up too.
They banged up too, and they played Sunday. They played Sunday, so they get less rest than we did. They
Yeah,
played
I mean,
Baltimore.
they play Saturday, too.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I meant. I'm sorry. They played Saturday too, but they played Baltimore. That's a little bit more difficult game than what we played.
I mean,
Baltimore might not
yeah.
have a great defense, but they physical. You know what I'm
They
saying?
about on the same. They Houston a good team though. Houston
Houston is
defense
a
been
good
playing
team.
hell. Before this game, Houston defense was going crazy, man. I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna discredit Houston.
I'm about to say Houston defense been great, but like they
No,
offense been suspect, bro. Like you
no,
saw yesterday, we was on the wide receiver screen because like I said it during
Trent
the
McDuffie.
pregame show with Ron when Ron was on here. I said, bro, they are terrible at running wide receiver screens, dog. We blew up every single
we
wide receiver
four
screen
of
they
them.
ran, bro.
McDuffie looked like an All Pro with a couple of them plays, man. Like
Yeah.
you got to put that on his NFL when they had the top players of the year. They got to show that shit on his highlights. He was killing
Definitely.
that shit,
No, but you was at the game, but the announcer's like, hey, that's like the third time they've blown that up. Stop running that.
man.
I don't know who called the game, but he was like, yeah, y'all probably shouldn't run that no more because they done blown it up every time. Like
Yeah,
Check
that was our
check
every
the
very
single
scouting
time.
report, man.
that was our very own Ty Blacklist. He was one of the commentators.
Oh, for real?
Yeah,
Okay. I didn't know that.
yeah,
That's dope.
yeah. He's one of
I
those
didn't even know that
commentators.
was him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Russ looking like Sierra got to get pregnant again. That's what he
Did
looking like.
did you see? Chuck, I know you don't play Madden. You see Russ did that. When you playing Madden and you running with the quarterback and you try to dive, you
Uh
hit
huh.
that button. Come on, man. How you fumble that like that, man?
Oh,
Yeah, that
bruh.
was crazy.
A bad fumble too.
That was crazy. I'm like, you got to hold on to that, Russ. But speaking of Madden, did any of y'all give the Madden cast a chance? Because I didn't watch one single minute of that.
Nah.
No, I don't watch the Madden cat.
Okay.
Sorry.
I know that Chad Johnson was on there. Ben Kurt, I can't stand dude. So I didn't give it a chance just based on that. So
Ocho on there though?
yeah,
Oh, but he can't cuss though, so he ain't gonna be as good. Can you play Madden?
I've been retired for like a decade plus, bro.
You're right. You about to get back in this college football though, ain't you? College basketball coming back. EA.
Yeah, I saw. I mean, EA 2K. They talking about it. We'll see how it goes, man. I mean, if they gonna bring the competition back, who knows? I might come out of retirement because that's why these games have sucked.
Y'all heard that, right?
Oh shit.
So are you okay? Moving on to Pittsburgh. I
Wait,
think
time
Georgia's
out.
gonna
Hold
play.
on, time out. We're not done with the game just yet.
Oh, okay. I thought we was done. My bad. Go ahead.
We almost done though. So in the end, man, like after the Tank Dell injury, like you saw, like the Texans, they just weren't.
DG.
Oh, what up, DG? So just in
Xavier
time
Worthy, #1 fan in the
for
building.
Arrowhead PM.
What's good? What's good?
What's
Hey,
good
hey,
with you,
hey,
bro? Cause we about to
DG,
wrap up the game.
DG. I apologize, bro. I know during the draft, I said
Uh-huh.
Xavier Worthy was kind of small. I didn't think he have
What
some
else?
toughness. I'm man enough to apologize. I
What else?
apologize.
Hey man, you know.
Hey, hey, Worthy been coming these last three. Man, Worthy been doing his thing, man. I like the young boy, man. If he had caught a couple more passes earlier, he might be in that rookie of the year conversation for real, because he got like 8 touchdowns. He closing in on something. So I just got to tell you, I apologize. I apologize for saying that I'd rather have Daryl Mooney than Hollywood Brown. Hollywood Brown did show me that he get hurt, but
Uh,
I respect you because Hollywood Brown made me look like, bro, this is how I was supposed to look this entire time. I hate that you've been injured. I was mad at Hollywood Brown. Like, man, where you been at? So
right,
I owe you that. I owe you that. I already apologized. So just
yeah.
accept my apology, man.
Yeah, go and
Hey
get your
man,
bars off, DG. Go and get your
I
bars
hate
off,
to I hate to
real
be the
quick.
one to say I told you so, but what I say. I mean, sometimes I'm right, and sometimes when I'm not right, I'm still right. So nah, man. X man. Like I said, coming into the league, I think. I mean, you could clearly see it from when he was at Texas, from his freshman year. He started from his freshman year all the way to his junior year. And you could always see the growth and development. I knew that he could handle it just because of how Steve Sarkisian runs his program down there.
Mhm.
Him transitioning from the NFL back into college. I don't think a lot of people know that about Sarkisian is that he was an offensive coordinator in the NFL, so he knows what this level looks like or whatever, and then bringing that now down to college or whatever, and helping develop these kids to get to the point where they're at now. I knew that coming into the draft, I knew Xavier, especially if he can handle the complexity of that playbook down there in Texas, and it's a very complex playbook. Steve Sarkisian is the one that calls the plays and things of that nature. So it's got to be ran to perfection, and he holds those kids to a certain standard. I knew that would translate to Xavier coming here and playing for Andy Reid, for a guy who's a offensive genius who can get guys open, and especially of his skill set. We've seen him do it with guys before, like Deshaun Jackson and Jeremy Maclin, and especially coming out of college or whatever, and having a huge impact from the time that they step on the field. So, I know a lot of people thought Xavier Worthy was just a track speed guy,
Oh, he was a bust
4.21.
about 6 weeks ago.
Yeah, 4.21. But man, I think he's going to show he's showing people now that he's not just a speed guy. He's a football player. He's been playing football his whole life. This is not a John Ross situation where they took him from the track field and told him to put some pads on or whatever. Like, he's been doing this since he was a little kid, and I think it's definitely showing on the field, man. And hopefully he continues to grow. Still some things to work on at this point. Got to work on feet placement. But having veterans in this locker room like a D Hop, a Juju, guys of that nature, I think is really growing and showing on him at this point. D Hop just spoke to it on over the last game that he's his toughest critic to this point. Yeah, you can go out there. It's great to have that kind of guy in the locker room. Like, yeah, you scored, but you ain't gonna score again. Or you didn't get defeated on his last play or whatever. So it's great to have that guy, in your corner, always in your ear, either rooting you on or telling you, what you can improve on. So, shout out to Xavier, man. He's handling this season as best as I thought he was going to be able to handle it, and I think the sky is the limit for him.
Yeah, and shout out to his mama too.
Yeah, shout out to Mama Nikki, man.
Yeah,
Shout out to
Nah,
yeah.
Mama.
Respectfully.
so we kind of covered the Texans game. Anything fears? I was going to touch on George Pickens is practicing again, so I think he's going to play this week. Does that scare you? George Pickens, man, I love George Pickens, and I was Team Pickens. As Boogie, I know a lot of y'all don't remember. I was I wanted George Pickens on this team.
Yeah,
Period. I see why he's not on this team. He just showed me a dozen times why he's not on this team. I still love him, but I understand why you're not on this team, George.
yeah,
George can play, but he can also be talked out of his game.
yeah, yeah. It
Uh,
definitely.
who do you who are you putting on George? You putting Trent on George?
I
He's too
think
big
it's
for Trent.
I think it's a combination. Just because George does present, he is a guy that
Oh,
also
he nice.
very
He
very
nice.
quick, twitchy, but also has size on him as well too. Um, I don't like having to say this. I think you have to kind of roll with Josh Williams here, um, just because this could be one of those games. Depending on who the referees are in this game, this could be one of those games where they kind of do let them play. So Josh Williams' physicality, his size, may be able to affect Pickens a little bit more than Trent McDuffie. And I think maybe on like crucial third downs, things of that nature, maybe then you roll Trent over there to shadow him, just to make sure that he doesn't make a big play. But I think for the most part, Josh Williams is gonna have to be the guy that holds that beast down at this point.
Yeah, Josh ain't been like shut down, but he's put together a decent amount of games. It's not what Jalen Watson was doing. I know Boogie don't like Josh, so he gonna keep
I,
digging.
look,
He got a
Josh,
sack this week though. He did get that big sack. That was a big sack.
That sack was huge.
it's one thing, in my opinion, like one thing, Josh, you can't do with him. You cannot put him on elite level route runners, guys that can win off the line. Wherever, if you do that, you're asking for him to do way too much. He's way too handsy. He is very physical. That's why I say I think this matchup between him and Pickens could be a little bit better, just because this does play more to his game, versus facing a guy like Nico Collins or a guy like Tank Dell, who just really fast, twitchy. They're kind of, to me, is similar, although Nico Collins is a little bit bigger than Tank Dell. But the level of route running that those guys can do on the field, is not predicated to Josh Williams' game at all. So this matchup may be a little bit better for him, but there are points in times where I would like to see Trent McDuffie try to handle it
and
as well.
and that's why I led in with that. Because if Josh is like getting success against George, it's not out the realm that he will get frustrated and do something silly, right? That's not far fetched because
No, look, that's one thing about George Pickens. That's his biggest downfall, is that um you can get in his head very easily, very very
man,
easily.
who was a Cleveland guy that he damn near pushed into the stands on the Hail
I
Mary?
think it was Greg
It
Newsom,
was
one of those guys. Yeah,
Yeah.
he to me, in my opinion, I think Pickens it actually ended up in the right organization, um, with the right head coach. In my opinion, although I do think that it could have been something that Andy Reid and them could have been able to handle as well. I think Mike Tomlin can speak his language a little bit better,
we
especially
we
coming. coming from where we come from.
Yeah,
I
because
think Mike
our
Tomlin
wide
can.
receiver coach wasn't gonna be able to handle that headache. No, at all.
That was gonna be To part two. Marcus Peters.
Yeah, but
He Marcus Peters, man.
that's the
What?
reason, and I
Okay,
can tell people that's the reason why he's not here.
that's it, bro. Okay, how would you handle George Pickens if say we drafted George Pickens instead of Sky Moore, like everybody wanted us to?
Mhm.
Boogie, how would you handle him? Because Boogie see it too. Boogie, you was team Pickens too, right?
Yeah. Well, I would have took him. Yeah, I for sure would have took him.
Okay,
I
now
like
how would
Scott
you have
Moore coming
handled
out, but
him? Seeing what
acting
he
like
is
he had.
now.
Oh, I would trade him. I would have traded him if we drafted him. I would have. Because
Yeah,
if I'm not gonna put up with that for Tyreek, I ain't putting up with that for no George Pickens. That's just me. Because
and
Tyreek is a
look,
better receiver to me.
and
So
Tyreek
Hmm.
had a right to do it.
yeah.
So
So
Right.
if I'm not
Yeah.
gonna put up with that, I'm not doing it for Pickens. That's just me. But
Because Pickens is talented, but we didn't seen him throw
oh, for sure.
tantrums. We didn't seen him have fights. We didn't seen him mentally have to be told, "Hey, we need you."
Yeah, it's
Then Mike Tomlin, what, a couple weeks ago? Then Mike
but,
Tomlin put him to the side, like, "Hey, bro, we need you, bro. Chill."
but right before,
Like
yeah, yeah.
he's
That
talented, man, but he's a headache, my dude.
yeah, I
He,
think that's something that they identified in the pre-draft process. They brought
yeah.
him in for a visit, and I think they kind of realized like he may not fit the locker room how they wanted to, especially speaking to Boogie's point, after they had kind of let Marcus Peters walk or traded Marcus Peters
that
away out
too.
of here.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
because
Because they wanted Pat to be Pat needed to be the voice in the locker room. And when you got people like that, like a Marcus, no disrespect to Marcus, but when you got a Marcus in your locker room
yeah,
who's very was loved and all that stuff, he can get in a couple people's ears
mhm.
and change their whole perspective.
Or even
And
even
you
just
don't
the
want that.
receiver wise. Look, you see Buffalo got rid of Stephon Diggs, and you see they playing better.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get that toxic, that diva receiver out of there, man. You be better. So we don't need that type of personality. We
Yeah,
don't
So
need
you
all that.
so you saying the talent wasn't worth the headache?
I don't think so. We already winning Super Bowls, bro. We
Yeah.
yeah.
winning Super Bowls with MVS. Well, for real. I'm not doing that with Pickens.
I think he's extremely talented. I think the kid has potential to be a top 5 receiver in this game
He's a beast.
if he really puts his mind to it. But I'm just not sure that he can ever mentally put it all together. Maybe as he grows in this league, like maybe that'll fade away. We've seen guys have their growth
Travis was
period.
that. Not to
Yeah,
that extent. Not
yeah,
to that
not to
extent.
that extent. I would put
It-
it more maybe as like a Terrell Owens situation when he was in
Mhm.
San Francisco because Terrell was kind of when he got there he's very talented but had a case of the drops, things of that nature. Took him a little bit of time to get develop and they had some spats at points in times, but all in all, it ended up working out. I think that's kind of what's going to happen for Pickens as well too. Um, it's just one of those things that they just sometimes some guys I feel like you just gotta let them be them. You
And
know.
when they got that type of quarterback that can have that dynamic too, it'll work.
Mhm.
Like Russ is cool for
Yeah,
right now for Pittsburgh for them to make the playoffs, but
yeah,
for them to have that explosive type offense and they had that quarterback that's gonna have that respect with Pickens, I don't think that's a Russ
yeah.
or any quarterback they got on their roster.
Yeah. Because man, I'm trying to think of how Pat would because he ain't got no guy like that right now.
Hell
I'm
no.
trying to think of how Pat would handle a guy like that.
That's what I'm saying. Tyreek was the closest thing to that. Like, and you see they was saying reports that was wearing thin around here. Like they
Hmm.
getting that shit out of here around Mahomes, bro.
Yeah.
They're not doing that.
No, Mahomes is the I was about to say the caboose, but what's the front of the train? He the leader. Clearly. He the conductor of this train.
There
You
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 go.
don't
There
get
you
on his
go.
part of the train talking crazy. You can take that to the back, or you can take the bus. We don't play
I
like
think
that.
Pat would have handled it the same way he handles everything. He wouldn't have probably let him take a lot of criticism, blamed himself as
Yeah.
always, or telling him, I got to be a better leader or something of that nature. But behind closed doors, you know it probably would have been a lot
Yeah.
different.
He only got like 3 of them press conference in him. Like,
Yeah,
hey, Doc, you got to go. Well, hey, does Kadarius Coney count? Because Pat took that as
oh,
long as he could.
And see, that's what I'm
eh,
saying. You
does
learn
he
from that,
count?
man. You
he
learn
learned,
from those mistakes,
he
man.
learned from that one. Chuck, do you think we was talking about George Pickens? Is the talent worth the headache?
I'm gonna say this about George Pickens real quick, and I'm gonna ask the room before I give my answer. I mean, don't y'all think his talent kind of reminds you of D Hop when he was younger? Just the skill set, just the overall skill set of Pickens. Pickens went up there and made the tough catches. You know what I'm saying? I'm not
Yeah,
saying he's like D Hop, but his talent kind of reminds
I
you of a young D Hop
I
in
could
certain
feel that.
instances.
I can feel that, Chuck.
I
I'm
give you
with
that.
that. D Hop came in. They had Andre Johnson too. Yeah, I can go there. I can walk down that street with
Yeah,
Yeah,
I can see the similarities. I think D Hop is a little bit better route runner coming out,
you. Yeah,
yeah.
um, especially in his prime. Um,
yeah.
but Pickens, man, Pickens is so talented. It's a shame that he still has such a long way to go.
It has nothing to do with his play. It's
Mm,
none of the play.
Mentally,
It's not that at all. He's nice. It's just that extra stuff, bro. Like, uh,
the headache.
man. And we
I mean,
passed him like 3 times. I'm like, man, come on, draft George Pickens, man, please. He's sitting right there. We made the right move. I'm sorry, I know y'all don't like Scott Moore, but
Well,
we
I ain't
made
gonna
the right
say
move.
that. Oh, I ain't gotta
Uh,
say that. I ain't gonna say that, but
I'll say this about George.
Boogie said he would trade.
It ain't the first time that we had to deal with headaches before in the locker room. You know what I'm saying? You guys touched on it. Marcus Peters, it got to a point where he started cutting up near the end of his tenure. Tyreek Hill to a degree near the end of his tenure. So, I mean, I think at the end of the day, it kind of would have been like the same thing here. Like, it probably would have went well the first few years. Then, George, and when it came down to that final year of his rookie contract, you want to get paid and all that. I think that's when things might have turned a little bit. So
he
I
definitely
really
seemed
don't.
like a worse character issue than those other people that we named, though.
Uh,
I ain't gonna
man,
lie.
yeah,
Maybe.
because when Marcus had Tyron them around him, he wasn't that bad, was he?
Shit, Peters was
Was he
going
gone
hard.
by
But Peters
Uh,
was going hard, but when you see we traded him, like he was going hard.
well, he was
Yeah,
gone before Tyron got here,
yeah,
so
he was gone before
yeah,
Tyron. I'm thinking of Sean Smith. That's what I was thinking of. But
Yeah, Pierce final year. That's when he really cut it up. But
Yeah,
before then, I mean, it was kind of tame. It was kind of
yeah,
but
tame to
yeah.
an extent.
I agree.
man, Marcus was damn near worth the headache the first 2 years. Like
Oh yeah,
Marcus was
definitely.
nice.
We got everything out of him.
Man,
So
I
because
think
he
I
was never the same either.
I think us and the Rams we probably got his best years out of him
Baltimore
Oh, we
didn't.
definitely got the bet. We definitely did.
for a little. Baltimore for the first when they first traded for him, he went to Baltimore and he was balling, and then that next year it was rough after that.
He kept biting
Downfall.
on the double moves.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
right. Yeah, everybody remember
How much does
that.
TJ Watt scare you this week?
So
If Tooney's starting, I'm cool.
um,
He might be on Wanye. I mean,
I'm just
right side though, right?
Whoa.
He can
yeah.
line up
He'll
on
be
the
he'll
right
be
side.
on.
A
Yeah,
banged up
he'll mostly be
Jawan
on.
Taylor. I can hear the excuses now, man.
I don't think it's Jawan that starting.
You
They
don't think
might
Juwan
start
gonna start?
Wanye.
I'm
That's a
cool with
quick
him starting
turnaround.
Wanye. I'm cool with him starting Wanye, man.
That's a quick turnaround.
Yeah, for knee sprain, I just don't see how he gets out there and yeah, it's a tough ask.
Start
Especially
Wanye, man. I'm with it. Start him at
But
right tackle.
if he don't start this week, are you playing him versus Denver? Because that's gonna be a long. Uh,
No,
how do you feel
no.
about Rex versus Russ? DG,
Um,
24 days is a long time, bro.
so my opinion, I think the way they should approach it, they need to play. I mean, obviously they have to play this Wednesday. There's no holding back at all. Uh, you get through this game. I think to me, in my opinion, you can treat Denver kind of like a preseason game in a sense. Maybe maybe give the starters the first quarter, or you give them a drive or something like that, just to keep everything fresh. You're coming. I mean, if you win this game on Wednesday, you'll have what 10 days of
10
rest
days.
going into the Denver game. So it's kind of like a semi bye week. I would treat that like for a rest period for real, and then we would treat Denver if we win like a preseason game. Probably get a starters. You can probably even give them a half if you really want to get risky or whatever. But I'd probably give them a quarter and then go ahead and sit them and then get the young guys in there or whatever and allow them to get some reps. Maybe a DJ Humphries plays the whole game just so he can get his wind up. Hollywood Brown probably plays a whole half or maybe three
Mm-hmm.
quarters, something like that of the game, and then
Yep.
get some of those younger guys who haven't got some reps into the game.
Yeah,
24 days is a long time.
yeah, like
Not a fan of
yeah,
the Russ.
yeah, like you guys mentioned with the turnaround and everything, the quick turnaround. Like if Jawan doesn't play, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised either. But like with Wanye, with how he looked over there on that right side, I mean, I would be too worried. But there is a concern because I mean, TJ Watt is over there. Like it's a bigger challenge than going up against Will Anderson over there. So I mean, there is that. But I also got to see how healthy TJ Watt really is. I mean, he just coming back from injury himself, I
But
believe.
Highsmith's cold too, man. Like they got it.
Yeah, Highsmith is good.
Yeah,
You
double digit sack guy as well.
still got Cam Hayward over there. Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
they gonna get pressure.
They're gonna
Yeah.
bring it.
But if
Yeah.
our O line play like they played this last week, I'm cool.
Yeah.
To me, that's the biggest thing. Now you have the weapons, so we know if it's time Mahomes, he trusts 4 or 5 different pass catchers now. Like we
I,
know he trusts Worthy, he trusts D Hop, he trusts Juju, he trusts Kelsey. I mean,
And Noah.
if
I put Noah Gray in there.
Noah also like
I
he
put
trusts
P-Ryan
all
on there too.
these pass catchers, man. We just got to give him some time.
I think they'll be without Joe. Yeah, it's King Mo.
Yeah,
So
I
I
don't
think
think he's
they'll be without
playing.
Joey
Yeah, I think he's out.
as
yeah,
well.
I think JPJ's out.
Mm-hmm.
So that
Yeah,
helps out a lot
that's
as well.
good.
But
They
here's the
banged up,
main.
man.
Is this
Here's
the
the
Juju game?
main.
Y'all think Juju gonna bring one more? He got another 130-yard game in him.
No,
He like the
them
fifth wide
days.
receiver now.
I do
Yeah,
think that there's an
nah.
area he could help you out in, and it's probably an area of this Steelers defense you should attack, which is their linebackers. I think that they can kind of be had in the middle of the field a little bit. We faced Patrick Queen before in past
Yeah.
previous matchups with the Ravens, and we know that he struggles in coverage at points in times. So I think if you can put Juju or D Hop as well in the slot or whatever, kind of have both of them running that power slot position or whatever, that you can have some pretty good plays over the middle on this, and then with them having Joey Porter Jr. out as well too, it gives you an advantage on the outside as well. I'm not sure if they have a guy that can really cover Xavier Worthy down the field, so maybe you do try to stretch the field a little bit here and try to get some explosive plays and take that crowd out of the game early on. So
Yeah,
They
and
got
then
to
We
give
seen
us a
we seen
big
him
play
light
on
up
the Christmas,
Pittsburgh
man.
before. We seen him light up Pittsburgh more than once.
Pat had a lot of fun there the last time.
Man.
Yeah,
and
it's
that was the first time Joe Tooney played, right?
Mhm.
He played left tackle because Orlando Brown got hurt today, right? Or was that
nah.
first Cincinnati?
That was Cincinnati game.
That was
Okay,
But
his
my bad.
first
My
game.
bad.
That was at guard though. He was at guard though.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
but I know Patrick Mahomes has the highest QB rating against the Steelers out of any team he's faced in his career.
He loved
He's throwing
playing
for
them.
like throw for 329 yards per game and 14 touchdowns to only one interception and 3 starts. It's pretty
That
crazy.
zone defense, man.
Man, the first time we played Pittsburgh, he had 5,
He got 6 of them, I think.
and
He
he
got
needed
6
all
touchdown
6 of them
passes.
because Ben was fighting back, and we
Yeah,
won on because we won on a roughing the punter call. That's crazy. Then we played
and
them during
like,
the COVID year. Did we play? Was that the COVID year we played them?
nah, it wasn't COVID year.
22?
It
There was
was
fans in the stands that then because like
2021. It was the following year.
Yeah, we put up like 40 on them.
We were out. We were without Tyreek. I think Trav that game too.
And
we
Trav.
yeah
Who they
Travis
had?
didn't play.
Trubisky. Who was their quarterback?
Oh,
It was
Was
did
that
they start
Mitchell
Mason
Trubisky?
Rudolph
It was
again?
It
Rudolph.
might have
Rudolph.
been Mason
Rudolph.
Rudolph.
yeah,
No,
it probably was.
we played them in the regular season, then played them in the playoffs. It was the same results.
Yeah, same thing. But
Right.
yeah, I think Mason Rudolph started that game because I think Ben was hurt and was out for a little
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah.
But we also was banged up in that game too, and Pat still
Put
Still
40
dealing.
up on them boys.
yeah.
Still was dealing.
The playoffs was no different than when Ben came back.
Man, the
Right.
playoffs is easier, actually, which
Mhm.
is crazy. I'm not saying that's gonna happen this week, but he's a little comfortable against Pittsburgh. So
But here's the concern I have in this matchup. I'm just in like I think I kind of touched on a little bit earlier with Pickens and all that, man. Like the tall wide receivers have given us fits pretty much all season long, and they got a couple over there. Mike Williams, we ain't really heard much from him in the Steelers uniform for real, besides that first game.
they
But
Mike Williams.
that dude has always torched us when he's pulled up that arrowhead. And I'm just concerned that he might still have that left in him, per se. So that's gonna be an issue. And like they got 2 big tight ends as well, like Freiermuth and Darnell Washington. And then you got that speedster Calvin Austin. Calvin Austin, he's starting to pick up the offense. He's starting to click. He's starting to click in Pittsburgh now with him. So the concern in this game is that if we don't have Chris Jones, like the pass rush not getting the rest could be a concern. Like, because Russ is good at throwing that moon ball. Like, when he has time to throw that deep ball, like, he's still one of the best at putting it in the spot to where only his receiver can get it. So that's just my thing as far as limiting the explosive plays.
Yeah, Russ prone to make a mistake though. So if he does, you got to capitalize on it.
Yeah.
And I also think if you're able to put pressure on him now, he's not at that point in his career where he extends plays a lot like he used to be able to.
Yeah.
So I think if you can kind of collapse the pocket and make things a little frustrating for him back there, you can have some success against, especially against this offensive line as well. And then in the run game, they're a little. I hate to say it, they're a little soft.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Some people have said this is the time of year when Najee be turning it up, but the way our run defense has been all year, I mean, even without Chris Jones, possibly, even without Chris Jones, possibly, I think we could still do a decent job against the run because, like, we got Mike Pennell to put in there in those situations. Nadi and Turk, I think they think they solid enough to slow down the run to an extent.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
I'm
gonna have
not.
to do something pass rush wise though. Like you said, no Chris Jones, Karlaftis, and a Minihue, man, he been big, man.
Have they officially ruled Chris out?
No,
No,
Nah,
but he
not
didn't
nah,
practice though.
he didn't
nah,
practice
not
today. Though.
I don't expect nobody to practice for real this week.
Yeah,
Ain't nobody
Yeah,
practicing.
that's another thing.
So,
Yeah, because Humphreys is expected to play, and he didn't practice this week. So
man, ain't nobody. Yeah, this week is really not practice per se. It's more a walkthrough.
Walk
whatever it is, just light, film, and they not practicing, especially not on a short week like this or whatever. So
Rest
I
for sure go
expected
try it.
the game plan to probably be kind of like I think they're going to treat this like a division game where the game plan is kind of vanilla and it's not very exciting, but we try to go up there and do what we can to get a win and get out of there as healthy as possible. So I know people will probably not like that because it turns out to be a very boring game, but
Man,
It's
I'll
first
take a
game on
boring
Netflix.
W and the number one seed over a flashy knockout dragon. No, bro, I don't
We
want that
we
at
we
all.
need something flashy, man. This first game on Netflix, man. I ain't trying to hear that.
see,
I
hey,
want I
look,
want I want Xavier Worthy deep. I ain't trying to hear all that vanilla stuff, man. It's
well, I
Netflix.
mean,
I'm supposed to be spending time with family. Throw it deep, man. I want some explosive plays, DG. I ain't trying to hear
even
that, man.
even in them being vanilla, I still think that this is one of those games you can use your play action. If they run the ball effectively against this team, I think they'll have their shots down the field to create some explosive plays. But if it turns into dink and dunk and methodically 13 play, 14 play drives, and that's what they got to do to get a win, that's what they're gonna do. So.
Yeah, and I saw that. I know D-Mac had tweeted this. He talked about how you can actually run the ball on first down against Pittsburgh. Like they pretty weak at stopping the run on first down. So like if you can get in situations where you can get like third and short or second and short, you know what I'm saying, just to be able to move the chains. You could do something against this Pittsburgh defense. I mean, but I'm kind of with Bug, man. I do want an exciting fireworks type of game, but I just don't know. I just don't know if we're gonna get that.
Man,
Well, Justin Watson gonna have to catch that deep ball, man.
look,
That's what we need.
if the NFL wanted that, it shouldn't have been on a short week. If they wanted more explosive plays.
Man, on a 5-day, what is it? 5 or 4?
Well, not a 5-day. It's more like a 3-day. You got
That's all I'm
Sunday,
saying.
Monday,
3-day, fam.
Tuesday.
Yeah, because you
Playing
travel.
on Wednesday. You
Yeah, they
traveling
gonna travel
tomorrow.
Yeah, man.
So it's more like 2 days. Or it's
I say
48 hours is what you got to get ready.
who
Like,
that
Roger,
Chris? Yeah, we with the anti-vaxxers this week, man. We on shrooms and we going for the anti-vaxxers. Yes, sir.
I
Yes,
haven't
sir,
looked.
Chris. We
I don't know
ready.
what the weather's
oh my
gonna be.
What is
goodness.
the weather gonna be like in Pittsburgh?
It's the East Coast, so it's gonna be cold. You know
It's
that,
gonna
right?
be cold.
Yeah,
At least we
that's
used to
tough.
that.
Yeah. That's one thing I'm not worried about this team at all.
But yeah,
Hey, man.
Roger Goodell, he held for this, bro. Like, dog, they not one single NFC team was thought of to do this, bro.
Yeah, that's
Like,
crazy.
you got all the AFC contenders playing 3 games in 10 days, bro. Like,
Yeah, that's
what the
Hey,
hell
crazy.
we
you
doing
know,
here, bro?
Bingo.
you know what I noticed the other day? I said this to my wife. I said, ain't it crazy how Saturday all the black quarterbacks played on Saturday? Now they all got to turn around on Christmas Day and play too.
What's your name, boy?
Boy, pretty
Toby.
nuts. It's pretty
Toby.
nuts, bro.
I said, just a coincidence. It is 4 starting black quarterbacks,
You
and they
you
play
gonna
on
earn that.
Saturday, and they got to turn around and play on Wednesday.
Yeah, pretty
saying.
insane, DG. It's pretty
You
None of,
gonna
insane.
none of the
earn it.
I
white
ain't gonna hold
quarterbacks, Aaron Rodgers don't got to play on Christmas.
Well, thank
Josh
God he
Allen ain't
don't.
playing on Christmas.
Oh,
They
you got Allen. I
did
don't
they
want to
did
see
they
Aaron
flex
Rodgers on
they
Christmas.
flexed the Cowboys game out of that primetime spot, didn't they?
They
Yeah,
were
that's a
supposed to
nooner.
be in the late window, but I think they switched it with Packers and Vikings.
Thank
Yep.
you, thank you,
Thank
Yep,
God.
thank
they
you,
did.
NFL. Sometimes y'all do get it right, because nobody wants to see
Yes,
the
Yeah,
sometimes.
nobody was Cowboys and Eagles is pointless at this point.
nobody wants to see
Listen,
that. Speaking
bro,
of something that nobody wants to see, I'm sorry, Chuck.
Uh-oh.
Christmas Eve, Amazon Prime. The Chiefaholic documentary. Are we watching this as a family or?
oh
Yeah.
gosh,
We
how many
Free
definitely
more
my
watching it
documentaries this
for
dude
sure.
gonna have, man?
hey,
How many
free
more
my
documentaries
God,
you gonna
man.
have,
Free
man?
my dog, man.
Free him, man. Yeah, I'm
Please
tapping in, man.
let Chiefs Holic out the
I
pen, man.
He
Chuck,
ain't got
I
all
know
day,
Chuck.
man.
I gotta at least watch it, bro. I might not watch it a lot.
Oh, we
I
definitely
gotta at
watch
least
it.
watch it.
Watch
They
it.
You
got
got to at
Kev
least.
Kevo in the documentary, ain't he?
Is he in it?
Is he?
Maybe.
He might be in it.
What was
What
it?
is his picture, sir?
I know Braden was in the Sports Center featured one or whatever.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Because
he
they had
That is
was.
asked him some questions.
crazy. Do you remember that day? Were you on Twitter that day?
The day, yeah, I was in the
The day
spaces the
the
day it
day
happened.
everybody found out. That was so
Mhm.
hilarious.
It was
It went
hilarious.
Yeah.
from, hey, we haven't seen dude in like 2 days. Is he okay?
People was
Is he all
concerned,
right?
like,
Oh
Right.
my
yeah, like,
God,
All
somebody
that.
find his family. And then
uh,
it became, hey man,
Free the
dude
Holly.
robbed the bank last week. It's like, what?
he's a felon. Hey man,
Hey bro, if
look,
I go missing, bro, don't dig into nothing, bro. Just
mm-mm.
the country will be back, man. He just cool. I talked to him.
he
Just
be.
lie.
Oh,
Lie
look,
on me.
I don't know where he been. I ain't seen him. I don't know where. I
Look,
don't,
hey,
man.
Boogie, I'm lying for you, dog. I just talked to Boogie, man. He cool. I ain't
Mhm.
telling that, man, because they found everything. They found out everything about this dude.
Yep.
Oh, he in jail, y'all. Like, what? He in jail?
Hmm.
Uh, man, that was a boy. If you're not on Twitter, bro, that was a hell of a day. That day was all over the
Yeah,
place.
Man,
But
very
I'm
wild.
watching the documentary. I got to, bro. I need that laugh in my life, bro.
yeah,
I
I'm gonna
need
check it
that.
out.
I'm not gonna judge people for watching the documentary. I'm just like, man, how many more he got, man? This is gonna be like the third one, the third
Right.
documentary.
It's at least the second one.
Yeah, I
At
think this is
least.
the second one because I think the only other one he had was the Sports Center featured thing or whatever that they did on ESPN.
This man was robbing banks on the side, bro.
Hey, man,
On the way to road games. If there was a road
Man,
game on the
I
way.
met the dude. He was cool. Like, I can't
I met
even.
him too, man. I
He
should have
was
met him
cool as
down and met him.
hell.
He
I
knew
know
me
your
by
ass met
name
him,
too.
Bug.
I was like, damn, that's crazy. He's like
First
Boogie. I'm
your
like,
ass will
damn,
meet
that's
him.
crazy. Hey, look, he should have gave me that ticket. I would have cashed it for him. He would have been straight, man.
He
I
could
would
somebody,
have
have
made sure
invested
you
in
was
Kings.
straight, dog.
somebody. I would have held on to it, a little, just pay
Books
me a
would have
little
been
holder fee,
full.
you know,
You say
little
you need a
holder
little
fee. I
cut.
got you.
You need a little
Please
cut.
don't
Just a little
incriminate
cut.
yourself, guys. Please. You want some
I
free
wouldn't,
shoes?
Free
I wouldn't
shoes.
have said nothing.
What?
Oh yeah, you need to delete that. You fucking around be on the Rico, bro.
Is
Chris,
that?
Chris, you better chill, bro.
Chris,
I don't want them indicting you. Hey, this ain't Vlad, bro. Don't get on here telling on yourself, Chris. Don't do it, bro.
bro, the
You
funniest part
stupid.
of it was his lawyer. Chiefs Kingdom. I hope y'all stand with him. He's not guilty of these crimes. Like, what? Chill out, man. He was
Man,
reading
that
it like it
lawyer
was
got
a
on my
football
nerves.
documentary. Like, bro, come on, man.
That
What's
lawyer
Man
wrong
got
with
still
on my
you?
believes in
nerves,
the
man.
Chiefs. Still roots
He's
for. I was like, come on, gang, we ain't going for that.
we ain't doing this, man.
Like, now the brother did the crime. You got to do the time, brother.
Then he skipped bail and tried to go to the Super Bowl. Okay, never mind. We ain't gonna get off on a tangent.
That's why I gotta watch the.
Watch the
That's why I gotta
documentary.
watch it.
Watch the
Exactly. That's why I gotta
documentary.
watch it, bro. Exactly.
Because he did do some things on there, bro. Dude was tripping
He was playing GTA 6 before us, man.
in real life.
Yeah, he
That's
was.
funny as hell.
But man,
So,
I want to
hey,
go. I want to
man.
go. I want to go across the league real quick, man. All right, so speaking of certain agendas being pushed, bro. Like, listen,
Here we go.
I
Uh-oh.
don't care if Josh Allen win the MVP this year. Okay, like he beat the top
Oh
two
man.
teams in each conference, and he performed in both of those games. Right? Look, he got the passing TDs and rushing TDs combined. Right? He got the total yards combined, all that good stuff. Right? But
Yep.
CBS is nasty as hell for what they did yesterday, bro. Like you out here calling his interception an arm punt on 3rd and 16. Nah,
Yeah,
bro.
that was crazy. That was
Nah, bro.
nasty
It's an
work. That
interception
was nasty
still.
work.
We not doing that. We're not doing that, bro. Even Dan Orlovsky trying to cover that stuff up. Talking about, it's an arm punt. It's 3rd and 16. Like, you
Yeah,
throw it
that's
up.
nasty.
Receiver don't catch it cool. The
The,
defender catches it
the
cool.
arm punt.
It's an arm punt. It still don't count as an interception. Like, nah, on the stat sheet, it counts as an interception. And CBS, right after the game, you see the stats. They got Drake May's interception up on the stat sheet. But Josh Allen, they don't have his interception up there at all, bro. They got up there like he just played like an all right game,
Flawless
bro.
game, huh?
Like the PR with Josh Allen is crazy this season, bro. It's crazy this season. But it's whatever at this point, bro. Like
This
I don't think
is typical Josh Allen. The rhetoric. This is what he do.
it's like, damn, y'all want to win the MVP that bad this time. Like y'all want to wait no longer.
He should win it though. I mean,
it ain't over with yet, bro. It ain't over with yet. But he most likely gonna win it, but it ain't over with yet.
Man, they've been it's been in his closets for 5 weeks straight.
if Buffalo went out, Josh Allen should be MVP.
Oh, he will be.
Bruh.
Because we gotta. That's why I seen somebody saying this earlier on Twitter. Man, the MVP, most of that, the unspoken rules on MVP. You got to be a quarterback.
Pretty much.
And you gotta have damn near the best record. Like that's why Lamar wasn't in the. He just getting back in this, because he was winning his division. Once you're not winning your division, you can't get MVP not winning your division, bro. It don't work like that. When has that ever happened?
Yeah, they not gonna give you no attaboys.
In the NBA, Russell Westbrook.
Yeah, that's the
in
NBA.
the
NBA.
That's the NBA though.
Exactly.
That's
Yeah.
the NBA,
NFL, you're not getting that, bro. If you're not number one in your division, you're not 1 or 2 seed, you're not winning MVP. Now Lamar, stat wise, I get it, but no, Josh Allen is fighting for the number 1 seed with Buffalo, who nobody thought was gonna be this good this year. He should be MVP.
Now, like even when running backs won it, like even when Adrian Peterson won it and LaDainian Thompson won it, they was leading divisions. They won in divisions. They had like one of the best. Their teams had one of the best records in the league at the time.
Man, they had historical seasons though too. Like they made history.
So why Saquon and Derrick Henry ain't no real MVP candidates? I just was having this conversation with my boys.
Yeah, I'll say
Saquon is.
But do you think he really got a chance, DG? I know he's technically in it, but we know he really not.
Yeah.
But he having a historic year, bro.
Yeah,
he got to hit that 2K.
He had to break the record.
With that.
He had to break Dixon's record.
I think Josh wrapped it up in Detroit for real.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah, everybody crowned him after the
Is
Detroit
that
game.
he about 240? They got 2 games left. He can get that.
As long as he play, he'll get it.
Yeah, he had 150 last week or yesterday or the other day.
Yeah, but my point in all this is this: you ain't got to do all that stuff if you still want Josh Allen, but you ain't got to do all that, bro. Like that's just nasty. That's just nasty.
Now taking that pick in that, I agree with what you're saying though. Chuck, both of them was that was nasty. I seen both of them. That was crazy. I give you that.
Talking about the 1-arm punt.
That and them not putting the pick on there is crazy. On the stats, I seen that too. That's crazy.
Hey man, you got to figure out a way to coddle him somehow, some way.
Yeah, you got to protect the money at all costs, man. You know the rules.
Yeah, they don't. They tired of Mahomes.
It's a consolation prize, bro. He's not gonna win the Super Bowl. You got to give him something to make him feel better about himself.
No, I love Pat, but he ain't been up there with Lamar or Josh Allen this year. They definitely should be ahead of him.
I don't think Pat care about it.
And Derrick Henry.
I don't think Pat care about MVPs.
No. I mean, Super Bowl
it's
MVP.
all about that. It's all about them ring. I don't even think he care about that. I think he just want them ring. I think he wants 7. That's the only thing he worried about. 7.
Yeah, could be.
It's fine by me because he played for my team. Thank God he don't play for the Chargers or some other team. Like, I'm glad he played for my team. Still is present a challenge, man, but I'm not scared of him. I think we can win this game. My spotlight is gonna be on George Karlaftis. I think George has been coming to his own recently. I think he's been getting his swagger back. He's getting his furiousness back. So I need him to have him and Oh, many you. I'm a split them for my MVPs this week. They need to have good games, and if they have a good game, I think that the rest will sort itself out. So,
Yeah.
what you think, DG?
I think in this game, the biggest thing for me, like I said, is how do you contain TJ Watt? Uh, he presents I know they faced Miles Garrett, kind of last week or 2 weeks ago or whatever. And I think those guys are both neck and neck. But
Mm-hmm.
TJ to me, there's another level he can reach that a lot of players in this league just can't go to, where he can just absolutely destroy a game for you. So I think it's going to be very, very adamant for them to make sure that they key in on him and know how to handle him. You probably see them handle him the same way they kind of did Miles Garrett. Maybe run some tunnel screens his way. Uh, you know, the best way to sometimes block him is to not block him. Uh, Allow him to free run, but then throw to the vacated area that he vacates and use it against his advantage. So I think if they can do that, bring the same similar game plan, I think that the offense can really have some success, especially like I said in the middle of the field. I think in the middle of the field that Steelers linebackers can be had, especially in a pass coverage game. Defensively, I agree with you, man. I think Omenihu, George Karlaftis, that front four has to continue to do what they've been doing these last couple weeks. I know it hasn't been perfect at points and times, but it's been a lot better than it was in the middle part of that season, where they weren't absolutely doing anything at all. And I think that's the reason why I think some of the takeaways have come now, just because of how well the front four has played. Charles Omenihu has added so much juice back into that line. They've been able to collapse the pocket a lot better. So I think that this is a good matchup for them. Like I said, the Steelers' offensive line is not a bad offensive line, but it's not a great offensive line as well either. I think they can kind of be had as well too. So they can collapse the pocket, get to Russell Wilson, get him off his mark. I think that you can go up there and pull out a win. I do think it have to be a gritty win. Steelers still got a lot to play for. They still can win the division at this point, so they're not just going to come out and lay down for you or anything like that. They'll be at home. That field and crowd will be raucous and ready to roll. So it's a good test for the Chiefs, especially late in the year to go do this at the end of the year and try to see if you can secure the 1 seed.
I'm gonna
Buggy.
switch it up. I'm gonna go with defense because of what y'all said earlier, man. I'm gonna go Josh Williams this week. Uh, I know Russell Wilson is gonna at least try to attack us deep, so he's gonna give us some chances. So we got to see if Josh Williams can have a good game this week. Um, Offensively, I think Kelsey will have a good game against this zone defense.
Mm-hmm.
Kelsey still haven't broke that touchdown record, right?
Nope.
Nope.
We didn't said it 3 weeks straight. This is the week he break it because he's not gonna play the last week of the season. So we're gonna let him break it this week.
You only got one more game.
This it. You got to go get it, bro. You got to go get it. So we're gonna get Kelsey to break that record this week. We're gonna continue to spread the ball around. I'm oh man, I'm anxious to see what we do at the tackle position. Are we gonna have two different tackles this week, or whatever we do with that? That's gonna really be the most important thing. If our tackles hold up against Watt and Highsmith, we go win. If not, if they have a like he was saying, if Watt have one of those games where he is just the best defensive player in the league, it's gonna be a long game for us. So
Mm-hmm.
I got us winning though. We'll win it. We'll pull it off.
Oh man.
Chat.
On the last one. All right,
Yep.
man. Oh man. Say, hey, listen, Chiefs Kingdom. Don't get mad at me for what I'm about to do here.
Oh
Okay?
boy.
Here we go.
You already know.
Because look, I look. We just said a few weeks ago. I said, bro, I don't think the Chiefs gonna be able to win all three here. And I'm just looking at the opening line, and it's weird because when we lost to Buffalo, we was a 2.5-point underdog on the road. We ended up losing to them. Now we're the 2.5-point favorite on the road, and we're going against Pittsburgh team come off a loss. You know, they fighting for the AFC North and everything. I know we fight for something too to wrap up the #1 seed. I just feel like this Steelers team, even though we've been on them for quite some time, this short stretch that we're dealing with, I just feel like their team is a little more built to actually beat us this time, man. And whether it's back and forth, whether it's grinded out, I just think at the end of the day, man, if we don't have Chris out there, bro, I just feel like we're gonna chalk it up as an L on this one. If Chris plays, cool. You know what I'm saying? That changes things. But at the end of the day, man, I just think we might be playing the long game with this one. We're gonna go out there and fight, but at the end of the day, I think the Steelers gonna pull it out, man. One possession victory. We'll go to 14.
All right, we all hope you're wrong, Chuck.
Look,
listen,
Russ beat us last year.
I
Beat us last time, man.
hope I'm wrong. I really hope I'm wrong about this. Because, of course, I'm going to root for the Chiefs to win, but I get
it, bro.
I just expect us to have to play our starters in Week 18. We're going to be resting up, getting ready to play Denver Week 18, and then we're going to handle our business right then and there. Then we'll get the rest up for the divisional round. So.
They throwing tomatoes at you.
Yeah.
Boo! Get this guy off stage.
I do not like the schedule in the NFL. Thank you, NFL, for doing this to us. We are America's team, so I guess it comes with the territory. On a personal note, for everybody on the stage, everybody in here, everybody a part of the team, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, whatever you celebrate. Celebrate it to the fullest, man. Get with your family, love them, enjoy them, and be happy. No matter the results of the game. Last year they messed Christmas up, so I think that's why I hate that Chuck picked us to lose on Christmas again, and I just hate it because last year they kind of ruined Christmas.
It fucked up everything in my house. So I'm telling you right now, we're gonna be funky with Chuck. If this shit happen again, we on Chuck's ass, man. He fucking everything
They
up.
got the tomatoes. But hey,
Happy
man, Merry
holidays.
Christmas. Merry Christmas to you and yours. Everybody, Chuck, your family, Boogie, your family, DG, your family, Fly High Kai forever. And D-Max, CJ, all our people, Sam, Taylor, everybody that helps out with Kingdom Cast, man. Merry Christmas. Thank you. Happy holidays. Let's end this year with a bang, man. Let's get this W, get that #1 seed so we can rest.
Hey,
Yes, sir.
let's get this win so the Bengals can beg us to play our starters, man. Let's get it, man.
They already begging us.
Since we so scared. Since we so scared.
Bro. It's embarrassing how bad they are right now. It's embarrassing.
You still need help from other teams. It ain't even just us. So I get the concern and wanting us to help y'all out. But if these other teams win, y'all screwed anyway.
It's on course.
They need to be worried about Denver. That's what they need to be worried about.
Yeah. Take care of your business and then see what happens.
Hey, that's gonna be a hell of a game, man. I want to see Surtain versus Chase. Yep. That's gonna be
Saturday evening.
Hey, look, and whoever played Denver in the first round, don't overlook them, please.
Yeah, if they get there. Yeah.
If they get there,
here your boy. Here you go. He swear Bengals getting in. All right, we're gonna see, man.
Man, Joe.
Yeah, he also thinks the Bengals are getting in the playoffs, DG. So Chuck all over the place.
Hey, listen,
but y'all got any shout outs for Christmas though?
Yeah.
Anybody y'all want to shout out?
before we get into the shout outs, man, let's get to our sponsor. Let's pay some bills real quick, man.
Oh yeah, my bad. Go ahead.
For those who don't know, we are with Underdog Fantasy now. So when you sign up, use the promo code KingdomCast. You matched up to 100%. I think it was up to $100. I believe.
Yep.
Use that promo code. You get matched up to $100. If you put in for $100, you get an extra $100 to play with. So shout out to the good people at Underdog Fantasy. You see DG done post some plays on the timeline.
DJ been winning too.
Cashed on a
Go
few.
get this cash, baby. Go get this cash with us. Come on, man. Join the Discord, man. Come get this bread.
At the house.
At the house, man.
Oh, send me the link too, DG.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah,
My
where you actually don't bet the house, we'll just help you get one. So yeah. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah, I don't ever bet the house.
But yeah, shout out
No, don't.
know its name, but I don't ever bet the house.
Only bet if you can afford to.
Yeah. But yeah.
Gamble responsibly.
Yeah. Shout out to the good people Underdog Fantasy, man, for the
Facts.
partnership. So but yeah, shout outs though, man. My mom, of course, obviously. She the one that raised me for my entire life. I'm gonna be over there for Christmas, helping her with Christmas dinner and stuff. Helping her, sis, and everybody. So, gonna cook up a few things and then we're gonna chill.
You cooking?
Yeah,
Absolutely not. Oh,
yeah,
oh.
I'm cooking, bro. I'm cooking.
Nah,
prime rib.
that ain't how he read. Huh? Who
I'm
you cooking
prime
what?
rib.
You cooking it? Are you
yes.
taking the food over there to your parents' house and it's gonna
I'm
get
actually
cooked?
gonna cook it and bring it over there. Yeah, I'm cooking.
Can I see some before and after? I want to see you some seasons. I want to see you cooking.
Yeah, y'all go see it. I'm gonna put it in the
Okay,
chat.
all
Y'all
right,
go see it.
bet. Okay, all right.
Y'all go see
Bet.
it. It'll be fire too.
That's
But,
hilarious.
But yeah, of course, I'm gonna bring the Hawaiian rolls over and I'm trying to incorporate the sweet potato pie too. I ain't getting enough for Thanksgiving, so I gotta make up for that. But yeah, that's what I'm be doing for that. Of course, rest of my family, sis, my mom's husband, my stepdad, Terrence, just everybody in the family, man. My dad and my mom's side, So that's just my shout outs. And of course, all the people that's been supporting this podcast too. Get a shout out as well. So.
But you got some shots?
Hey, happy holidays, man. Happy holidays, everybody.
Yeah, Merry Christmas to everybody, man. Like I always say, just please around this time make smart decisions, man.
Yes.
Don't drink and drive.
Get an Uber, please.
Yeah, drive. Please party responsibly.
Yeah.
Make it home safe, man. Get home to your families. Enjoy your families around this time. This is what this is all about, man. Being around your family and enjoying and watching the kids open presents and enjoy these times, man. Because a lot of people in this world aren't afforded to have these times for themselves. So,
Facts.
got family and things of that nature or whatever. Hug on them, love on them. Squash some of them beefs. I know it's not all of them, but try to squash some of them, man, if you can.
Don't take that foolishness into 2025, man. Leave that in here.
Don't take time for granted at all, man, because you never know. We're not afforded to see tomorrow, so enjoy these times and yeah, man. Merry Christmas, man. Love all y'all, man. Appreciate all y'all.
Love.
Oh, did I just see Malik Willis made a throw?
Yeah, he in the game right now.
Oh, man, I can't wait to.
Shit.
Speaking of underdog, look. Speaking of underdog, oh my God. No, man. Merry Christmas. We'll see y'all before Happy New Year. But Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's, Happy Holidays. Kingdom Cast, Underdog. We out. Take us out, Chuck.
Let's go, Chiefs. Don't get the like, subscribe, comment, share on the social platforms.
Chiefaholic documentary Christmas Eve.
Yes, sir.
I'm watching that shit. I don't care.